we'll start. I've got this piece here. Simple card wallet, already cut. First thing we're going to do, each thread, take one end. I'll get enough thread out here. I'll take one end, slide it through, bring it up to the top here, and get it. There it goes. Goes through. We want enough length to go the whole wallet. I might be getting way too much. Usually do. Same thing on the other side. These needles are tiller on the end, they're just leather needles. Okay. Bigger end we're going to start at. We'll start on this side. Little saddle stitch pony here. Start here. Yeah. Okay. I like to take both ends here and pull it and even it out. Let me start. Next hole, I throw it back over. Just clean access to that one. Put it tight to the next one. Now sometimes with the stitching, I'm probably slower than a lot of people who can do it a lot better than I can. That's okay. You don't. It's not a race. But sometimes you need these to grab your needle and pull it through. For this one, I did use a template, a cutting die template that cuts all the stitch holes, everything for me. A little bit cheating. It's okay. While I've got this like this, I'm gonna go ahead and set my needle down, take this guy out. These things, amazing to have. They'll hold your stitch holes in place. You can also glue down your pieces. If you don't have the stitch holes pre-done like that, you can glue down the pieces. Use your stitching awl and a punch. and get your stitch holes that way. Also cool too, I haven't tried it, but the cry cuts will also make your stitching holes and stuff too, as well as laser cutters will do it. Now, don't necessarily need to buy the dies anymore. Dies are expensive, but I feel like they're worth it in the long run, personally. Because with the laser cutters and the cry cuts, there's always that chance that it'll mess up. And then you're out with a whole piece of leather instead of just a section or a smaller chunk. With these dies, if you mess it up, you know, you're out whatever you had placed on your press at the time. GoPro's probably rattling around a little bit. It's okay. See, I'm getting this thicker leather I'm gonna need. Just pull it through. Don't try to force too much, because you'll break needles. You'll break the needles, break the tip off, and you don't want to do that mid. I went with this yellow thread because I don't think with this particular leather, it looks like this came in a Remnant box, and I think it was boot leather. Looks like a Georgia boot to me. I got the little yellow thread because I think it matches it pretty well. I think it'll make for a nice looking little wallet. We'll see. Could be wrong. You'll notice too sometimes as you get to doing these things, you'll start moving a little bit faster as you go. Again, not a race. My hands don't always move the fastest. Yep. Another reason to go slow is if you don't go slow, try to pull one of these stupid needles through, and sharp needles are bad. These dull-ended leather needles, one of those goes into the quick on your finger, yeah, that thing's gonna hurt for days. Days. Let's just take your time. I mean, a lot of people can do this holding on to the needles and never letting go of them. I just set it down on whatever space I have. Makes it easier for me. Go ahead and do that one. Makes it easier for me just to set them down. Focus on one thing at a time. I have rheumatoid arthritis, so stitching can be a pain in the ass. Okay. Last stitch on this side, and then we'll flip it. Okay. There. Loosen this guy up and make sure everything's nice and tighten it back up and go back to it. I didn't think about it, but it's probably, I've got a 3D printer going in the background. It's probably loud. And if you see, I'm giving it, after each one, I'm giving it a nice little tug. Don't go too ham with that, because if you pull too hard, it's just a nice little snug it up. If you go too hard with it, it'll pull your leather together, like bunch it up. It won't look right. But that's also where another bit comes in. When you're done, if you don't have a small chunk of marble, 8x8, 10x10, something in that neighborhood, I suggest you find one. I found one at Habitat for Humanity for like $10. Leftover piece. Too, with a lot of the tools, your hammers, stuff, kind of obligatory to mention while I'm doing this. A lot of your hammers and your tools, if you look automotive, you know, you get a Harbor Freight, automotive store, woodworking, other places like that, you will find that a lot of the tools and a lot of these things overlap. And some things that may be $40–50 for a hammer, because you use it in this particular craft a ton, is not something that's used regularly in another thing you can find for 10 or 12 somewhere else. Different name, same tool. Happens a lot. Companies take advantage. Just have to keep your eyes out. The Remnant packs too. I like buying some of these Remnant packs. And a lot of people, I mean, don't have to like Hobby Lobby. I'm a huge fan of them, but they have these Remnant packs, like $6, I believe, 6 and some change, something like that. You can find some interesting little pieces in them to make good wallets, stitch them together for things. I've made a couple of purses out of some of it, but $6 or $7 for someone starting out to practice their stitching, to practice their cuts. $6–7 is a lot easier to bear than $70 or $80 or more for a premium side of leather. Because I mean, let's be honest, some of those sides of leather you can go, yeah, you can spend $400 on a side of leather, and you don't want to waste that. You want that to be, you know, you want to use every last inch of that. But if you're buying leather, Remnant packs are not a bad place to start. And I look at it this way: the leather is, if somebody don't use it, it's just gonna get tossed, go to a damn landfill. Make something cool out of it. Make a keychain, make a wallet, make earrings. Don't waste it. the end of the day, something out there, cow, whatever, died to make that piece of leather. Don't waste it. See if I can adjust my camera angle just a touch. Since I'm getting a little lower here, that might be better. Oh. My hands don't do well with this stuff anymore. Starting to fatigue just a touch. But 3/4 of the way through it. Stitching pony is probably, yeah, you have to spend an exorbitant amount on it. This one, it came from Amazon, and as you can see, I broke it at some point. It's been a while. And just used a clamp to fix where I broke. That stitching point is not all the way through. See if I can find my awl. There we go. Sometimes this happens. Just give it a little push. Look at that. Teeth on my die for that particular set of stitches must be getting, don't do that now, must be getting dull. Oh, yeah. I'll go ahead and take this out since I'm catching it. Yeah, these little things are great to have. Cheap. I found a pack of 20. It's gonna be one of those things where some people will be like, what? No, don't buy from there. But I found a pack of like 20 on Temu for $8-9. I think it's less than that even. Again, starting out. I want to catch hate for this, but Temu tools, AliExpress, whatever. I mean, not everyone has $200, $300 to spend on basic tools for something that they might pick up and might continue with. If you've never done it before, you don't know. Just buy the cheap, not super cheap, but buy the cheaper stuff. Make the simple things. Find out if you want to keep doing it. Go from there. That stitch might not look beautiful because I feel up. Always try to get that straightened out. You know, and this is taking me probably about 30 minutes when all is said and done. If it takes you an hour, takes you 2 hours to do this, just let it ride. Don't rush it. You rush, you won't learn anything, and it'll look like garbage. It'll be a hot mess. Sometimes it's true with everything. You can't rush everything. Everybody wants to rush everything. You gotta take your time if you want things right. this leather. It's nice and it's nice. Like it feels durable, but it's nice and soft. Now I probably could have skived, thinned out some of these side pieces, made this a little thinner overall, but wasn't not making this for anyone. Just wanted to do the stitching. So it's not a big a deal. It's still, I like that. This right here, with the contrast to the black. I said it looks like a nice Georgia boot. I had a pair of Georgia boots with this exact color when I was 20. 22 years ago. And I always associate this black and yellow with a pair of Georgia boots. Wouldn't be surprised if this did come from a pair of boots like that. Go ahead and take this guy off. Oh, don't give me grief now. Going back to the buying the Hobby Lobby Remnant pack. I think they used to have their house brand, whatever. It just says leather and plain text, whatever. I think they've switched to doing something where it's red dirt, and you can tell it's definitely a company that makes boots and other sorted leather goods like that, because it's more of this kind of stuff than it is. I think before I was getting a lot of stuff that looked like car seats and that kind of leather. Real plasticky feeling leather. This feels a lot better than that. I actually have a piece of what I used to get. Used to get this stuff in these packs. Real, got that plasticky texture on it. Don't like it. They don't get that as much anymore. I also get big packs of suede. That's something if you want to cross over from making clothes or cloth work to leather, you can get a nice pack of suede, Remnant suede pack, and usually some big pieces, 5, 6, 7 square feet in a pack. And they I have patterns printed out to make teddy bears out of the suede. It'd be a good transition. I have a sewing machine for that kind of stuff. You can use it for the suede. Wouldn't try a sewing machine for this because it'll just kill it. But come on now. My finger, and then do it and pull it tight, and we will go little back one, little back stitch. Cool. Done. We will snip. Snip. And I take, just plain old Bic lighter. Boop. Just let it melt and push it in. Oh, didn't get that one quite as good. Let's see if I can get this out of here. Nice. Alright. Nice stitching, nice, tough, durable stitching. Honestly, the stitching's probably more durable than this leather. Not too shabby looking.